So, a bit random. I'm going up to Scotland, Edinburgh today to see my godfather. I haven't seen my godfather in maybe 12 years in person. Today, me and my mum are actually going to go up to Scotland and stay with him for a couple of days. So our flight is at 3:20 this afternoon, and I don't know if you can see, but it's nearly 11 and we've got to go and take our dog to stay with someone so that someone's looking after him while we're away, and then we've got to head to Newquay where we're gonna be doing an inland flight, which is my first. I've never flown within the UK before, so I'm going from Newquay in Cornwall all the way to Edinburgh in Scotland, so that'll be interesting. I've never flown from Newquay before either, so it'll be a new experience for me. But we're only staying in Edinburgh for like 3-4 days. It will be my first time going to Edinburgh. I've never been to Edinburgh before, but I have been to Scotland before. When I was 14, I went to Scotland to climb Ben Nevis with a couple of my friends for like a school thing. It was called the Three Peaks thing. So I've been to Scotland before, but I've never been to Edinburgh, so it should be fun. I will try and keep you updated on this journey, but from what I can tell, it's going to be raining a lot in Scotland, so I don't even know if I'll be able to bring my camera out without it getting soaked, so I don't know how this is going to pan out, so I'll see you when I see you. Mwah. So I've just got back from Edinburgh and it was a great trip. We decided to go up to Edinburgh because my godfather has a flat there and he was staying there for a couple of weeks and invited us up. And we decided to fly there instead of drive, because if we drove there it would be like a 10-hour journey. Parking in a city would be an absolute nightmare. So instead we flew there. Newquay Airport is tiny. I didn't realise how small it was. To get through like security, 10 minutes. Like, you know, when you go through security in like other cities and stuff, it's usually like a whole ordeal, loads of queues, loads of conveyor belts, and it's like hundreds of people. But this one is literally just one, and then there was probably like 5 people that were in front of me. And then we flew to Edinburgh, which was just a short flight. I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes. For a city, it is so clean there. Like, I've been to a couple cities now, and whenever I go through a city I always feel kind of grubby and there's just stuff on the floor. You can smell the air pollution and it's just kind of like gross. But Edinburgh was really lovely. Like, it was just clean and just fresh, which was quite nice. And as it was Edinburgh, it was raining the entire time we were there, but to be honest I actually wasn't even that mad about it. You know, I live in Cornwall, it rains all the time and we went in and out of buildings, so it wasn't actually too bad. It's one of those cities where you can enjoy it even in the rain. It's just like a really pretty city and you can totally understand how J.K. Rowling got her ideas for Harry Potter from there. But yeah, we did a few things while we were there, and rather than just talking about it, I will just show you it. talk about how amazing pets are. I so appreciate the moments where I'm just solely focused on him. Like I'm just having a quiet moment by myself and he'll come over and he'll just kind of sit on my lap looking at one another. Like he loves to stare at me. It's just so precious that this animal that can't even understand my language fully trusts me and loves me. Like that's so strange to comprehend, but we just see it as normal. Yes, he's domesticated and stuff, but they're still like animals, and they live with us in our homes, walk around, and it's quite a strange concept if you think about it. Like you wouldn't see a hippo that's adopted a little monkey to live around. I really love animals. I always have. You know, I wanted him for years. I remember since the age of 4, I wanted a dog, and I would beg my mum for a dog, and she was always like, no, it's too much responsibility. Before I had Ozzy, I had cats, I had guinea pigs, I even had chickens at one point. And then one day when I was 12 or 13, we got Ozzy. The breeder that we got him from, first of all, she was based in Camborne, and second of all, we got a call basically saying there was a family coming to see him because he was the last one in the litter, to see if they wanted him. And when we got that call, we were just like, oh, we're not going to get him. Like this family's obviously going to love him and want to take him home. But then we got a call saying, decided last minute that they didn't want him, and me and my mum literally just jumped in the car and went to see him, and it was literally perfect. And he was the first puppy to wake up and come greet us because they were all sleeping in a little pile, and he was the first one to wake up and come say hello. It was like meant to be. And I also thought that he was like the prettiest one in the litter. I mean, when he was a puppy, he had like a line down his face, so he had like unique markings. And then we went to see him again. I didn't go this time, it was my mum and my brother that went to go and see him. My brother is not really an animal person. Animals have never really liked him. When he went to see the puppies, Ozzy was the only puppy that went up to him and sat in his lap, and we just knew from that moment that Ozzy was like meant for us. But he was so cute as a little puppy. He could literally fit in my hand. Getting a Dachshund, we just assumed he was going to be a couch potato and not really wanting to do much exercise, but he would run and play for hours if you just let him. Me and my mum at the time were really into walking, we still are, and we used to go on these epic long walks, and he would come with us and be leading the way. He would not struggle at all. And back to my original point, pets are just, they're more than pets. We share our homes and hearts with, and they never really truly leave them, do they? They'll never leave my heart. You're perfect. Even though you do bark at the postman every single time, even though he's been coming here every single day for years, and you still bark at him as if he's some intruder. But other than that, he's perfect. I know you can't really see, but he's literally been rolling around on me this entire time. You're a happy dog. Never take your dog, cat, goldfish, parrot, hamster, whatever you have for granted, because they're not here for a long time physically, and to them you're their whole life, and so you should always make their life the best life that they can possibly live. Look at him, just completely zen. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take Ozzy on a walk. I think he would like that.